Elizabeth was looking forward to her summer holiday with her aunt and uncle Gardiner. She planned their trip to Derbyshire. Finally, her aunt and uncle came to Longbourn. They set off on their journey on a beautiful summer's day. It took a long time to travel to Derbyshire. Finally, they arrived in Lambton. That day, they were planning the next day.
You know, we're only 5 miles from Pemberley, Mr. Darcy's estate.
The house at Pemberley was very large. The park and gardens were beautiful. In front of the house there was a river. Everything was perfect.
He's arriving tomorrow with a group of friends.
The housekeeper began to show them the house. When they had looked around the house, they thanked the housekeeper and went into the garden. Suddenly, Mr. Darcy came.
How is your family, Elizabeth?
Very well, sir, thank you.
After a while, Mr. Darcy came to walk with Elizabeth.
Miss Bennet, can I introduce my sister to you while you are staying at Lambton? She's arriving at Pemberley tomorrow with Mr. Bingley and his sisters.
Of course.
They returned to the carriage. On the way back to Lambton, Mr. and Mrs. Gardiner talked about Mr. Darcy. They liked him very much. The next morning, Mr. Darcy arrived in Lambton with his sister. She was really very shy. Elizabeth liked her. Then, Miss Darcy invited Elizabeth and the Gardiners to dinner at Pemberley. The following day, Miss Gardiner and Elizabeth returned the visit to Miss Darcy at Pemberley for the tea. Caroline Bingley was there. Miss Darcy was very shy and Caroline was very unfriendly. Miss Darcy joined the ladies for the tea. Soon it was time for Elizabeth and Miss Gardiner to leave. When they had left, Caroline Bingley was very rude about Elizabeth's appearance.
She's never been very beautiful. She's very brown, not half fashionable. And her eyes, well, I don't think they are particularly beautiful. They think she was quite pretty, didn't you, Mr. Darcy?
Yes, I did, but that was only when I first met her. Now I think she is the most beautiful woman I have ever met.
Elizabeth received 2 letters from Jane. Immediately opening the letters, she received bad news.
Uncle, where is my uncle?
Miss Bennet, what's the matter? Are you ill?
I must find Mr. Gardiner. I have urgent news.
Housekeeper! Find Mr. Gardiner at once. Now, Miss Bennet, sit down. You are ill.
No, I'm not ill. I've just received some terrible news from Longbourn. Oh, Mr. Darcy, it's terrible news. My sister Lydia has left her family. She's left her friends. She's run away with Mr. Wickham. She's lost forever.
Is someone looking for her?
My father, it's my fault. I know about Mr. Wickham's character, but I decided not to tell anyone.
The scandal of Lydia's behavior meant that none of the Bennet sisters would now find a husband.
I must leave you. I must go. I will tell my sister that you can come to Pemberley today.
Thank you. I'm very sorry. Please tell her that we have to leave urgently. Everyone will know the truth soon.